The one's definitely following the jig. A couple of them kind of, maybe you can just twitch it in place. Yep, right there. Oh, dude, does it ever get old? Beautiful walleye, man. That's the sun going down, but let's get him. What is going on, fellow YouTube fishermen, specifically walleye fishermen, this morning? Where are we? What are we doing? Well, it's about, what time do we got? It is 5:45 in the morning right now. We're leaving one of my favorite places on earth, Horseshoe Bay Lodge, up here on Leech Lake. As your host of this show, it is my duty to kind of give you guys the plot, give you guys what's going on. It is the week of Minnesota opener. Friday, I went to Mille Lacs Lake and filmed a big breakdown on a big Minnesota natural lake. Posted that to Walleye Now, exactly where fish are, all that kind of stuff, on a lot of these big Leech, Winnebagosh, Mille Lacs, these type systems. Saturday, fished Vermilion, as well as Sunday. Filmed an awesome YouTube video there. Filmed another app breakdown on the popular Lake Vermilion on opening weekend. Wanted to wrap up kind of my 4-day whirlwind of Minnesota here at Leech Lake, one of the best walleye fisheries in Minnesota, hands down. And they told me they had a room available at Horseshoe Bay Lodge, and I jumped all over it. Check these guys out. I always say this, it's my home away from home when I'm up here on Leech Lake. Beautiful harbor, restaurant, boat slips, power at the dock, launch, proceed to catch walleyes all day. One of the best walleye fishing destinations in the state, hands down, and one of my favorite places to come and fish. So now we kind of jump ahead a little bit. Tonight, I have a seminar in the Twin Cities at Eden Prairie. So we have a very short amount of time to actually fish. So we're gonna fire up the Yamaha. And last night, I actually got out here, drove around for quite a while, uploaded another app video last night on exactly what I'm seeing out here on Leech Lake. Then we got into a little wolf pack of fish last night. But we're gonna launch out this morning, hopefully catch some more fish, and just kind of have a fun little day, and then maybe take you guys to Eden Prairie to do a shield seminar later. So it's the day, another day in the life of a traveling YouTube fisherman. So stay tuned, let's blast off, run around Leech Lake, catch fish. All right, let's get to fishing here. The fish, 1/8 ounce Google Eye jig. And let's throw a little plastic on there this morning. Let's get a little plastic rocking and rolling to start, I think. Although we have so little time that if I cast at a few fish and don't get bit, I might just go back to the old minnow. But for now, we're fishing super shallow, like everywhere right now is. Whenever you're fishing really shallow, one tip you can do is just downsize your swim bait, because it lets you kind of manipulate that bait a lot more in a very small area, which is what we are hoping to do here. You know, in 3-4 feet of water, you don't want to have to do like a lot of motion with the rod to get bit. So fishing like a 2.8 instead of like a 4-inch swim bait a lot of times will help you out a lot. Got him right there. Got him. Shooting him right off the live now, baby. Flip him on in. That is what we're after, man. That is what we're after right there. We'll take them. I absolutely love this style of fishing. Let's get a camera on the Mega Live, though. Let's try that. Give you guys kind of another angle on what we're doing here. Got him right there. Do you guys see that one on the Mega Live? That is how you want it to happen right there. Saw him, pitched out to him, and he kind of disappeared, which they do a lot because they kind of run down into the bottom to chase that jig around. And there we go. That is a mean little Leech Lake walleye right there. We'll take them all for sure, given the conditions. Did I turn that on? Oh yeah, I turned it on. There we go. Just want to make sure we had the clip there. But that is kind of fishing the Mega Live to a T. Not a big one right there, but like I said, we'll take them all given the flat calmness out here. And when it's tougher out like this, it's even more important to be like super precise with where you're putting that jig. Got him right there. That was a pretty good stack. Are we rolling everything? They're dilapidated mic chesty setup. It's feeling like a good fish here. Oh yeah, man. That was a pretty good cluster of 3-4. Haven't seen many of that today. Was that rolling? Oh yeah, that was rolling. That is what we're looking for though. That is what we're looking for. Good cluster of 4 or 5 fish, and you can see just the advantage. Oh, that's caught in the thing. You can see just the advantage of running that Mega Live on there. Sorry we only have one camera today. It's been one of those trips. But there it is. Sandfly walleyes off the Mega Live, man. Couldn't be a more fun or kind of cool way to catch a fish. Super advantageous. And there's a perfect example of it right there. See you later, girl. You know, guys, as we kind of drive around here, look for some more fish. Leech is predominantly made up of a lot of very flat water, especially on the north end of it. That's a Sucker Bay, a Portage Bay, north end of Walker Bay, wherever you might be. And it sets up really well for this style of fishing, where, you know, we'll kind of drive around and wait till we start seeing some marks, especially like a day like today where you don't have much wind. You might not see just like 30 fish right there. A lot of times what you end up seeing is like 2 here, 1 there, 3 over there. So it sets up very well for like this sharp shooting style of fishing, which is what we're doing right now. Or essentially once we get around a few fish, then we're just getting on the trolling motor, zigging and zagging, weaving and bobbing. And generally we're either seeing fish on side imaging or the Mega Live, and then we're trying to make pinpointed casts at those fish. So whether, you know, last night I was fishing a completely different area, kind of a little shallow lip, where fish were kind of loosely congregated around it. And today we're just fishing kind of a big, slow tapering sand flat with some warm water in it. So that's kind of the game plan. We're just kind of sharp shooting these fish off the graph kind of once I get around some of them. Now, if we had wind, a lot of times these fish will lock into like a piece of structure a lot more. But when it's real flat like this, they just kind of like meander a lot. So that's kind of the game plan right now. Oh wow, you guys see that? How close that pot of fish was? That was cool. I cannot believe they didn't spook. It's a nice one too. It's a nice one. That is the Mega Live advantage. They were so close to the boat. Hopefully you guys could see them. They were like right in here. We'll go ahead and scoop that. No, our net's still stuck in the thing here. Let's go ahead and flip you on in, bud. And there you have it. That is the Mega Live advantage right there. It's really a combination though. It's not strictly the Mega Live. It's a combination of Hummingbird's 360 and the Mega Live. Lets you see where those fish are, then use the live to kind of pinpoint that cast and just catch a pile of them. And it's just a perfect day to do it. Nice and calm, boat control is easy. This thing's not bouncing around quite as much, and we're catching a pile of these Leech Lake walleyes this morning. Let's let them go. See you later, buddy. See him way out there? Should get bit here. That's a pretty good school of them. Just out there right at the end. 70 feet out. That one's definitely following the jig. There's a couple of them kind of, maybe you can just twitch it in place. Yep, right there. Oh, dude, does it ever get old? They're just real lethargic because it's just so flat. I just went to twitching the jig. You kind of see all those fish got right into the bottom. There's still another one out there, right there. You can see them, a couple of them. I'll grab this guy real quick here. That is as fun as it gets, my man. Sharpshooting walleyes off the Mega Live. It probably sounds like a broken record at this point because you guys are just getting used to me hearing it and saying it so many times, but there's some days it's not like Mega Live's a tool where every day it's just like this is the only way to catch fish, but when you need to lean on it, it can be the only way, or it can be seriously advantageous to catching fish, especially in combination with a side imaging or a 360. There we go. See you later, buddy. All right, guys, remember we're catching absolute pile of fish today, obviously, but if you're going to come up and make this trip up to Leech, it's well worth the time just to jump on the Walleye Now app and see this breakdown. If you're really going to come up here for the course of the next month, the location, in my opinion, doesn't change, or the style of fishing doesn't change a whole lot. You're always fishing these big flats, you're always looking for fish, you're always trying to sharpshoot fish, and a lot of those locations try to say the same. So a lot of it's about how you break down those locations, which is really what the Walleye Now side of thing gets into. So if you're going to come up here and do this style of fishing, or really if you're going to fish a Winnipegosh, a Leech, or a Red Lake, Upper Red Lake, any of these lakes that are big, shallow, flat style lakes, jump on the Walleye Now app, click Let's Go Fishing at the bottom of the page, then select Spring, select Natural Lake, and under Destinations, you'll see that video right there. So that's that. Let's get back to it. Oh man, right off the bow. Never would have seen those fish. Never would have seen those fish. I was actually just filming some B-roll for the YouTube and spun it around, and lo and behold, there they were, just chilling right off the front of the boat. Nice flipper. Oh, stuff's going everywhere. Stuff's going everywhere. There we go. I was actually just kind of filming a little B-roll sequence and spun the live around and saw those like 4 or 5 sitting right up off the nose here. Pitched out, there we go. I mean, dude, that is spring fishing to a T. Up on these sand flats or big shallow water flats, running around with side imaging and pitching those fish off the Mega Live a lot of times. Let's let her go. See you later. All right, you guys, that is gonna do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed watching this one. It was a ton of fun to make. I would kind of film driving all the way down to seminar, which is where I'm off to now. I got a 3.5-hour drive for a afternoon, evening seminar tonight for Shields. There's a Mankato one coming up. There's a, what else do we got? We got Grand Forks, Fargo. So pay attention to your local Shields. I'll list as many of them on this video as I can down in the description, because you got to get a ticket. Shields, you basically buy, I think it's like a $15 or a $25 ticket, but then you get a $25 gift card in return. So that's kind of the deal with those. But appreciate you guys watching this one. Ton of fun sharpshooting all these fish off the Mega Live. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Get over to Walleye Now if this is something you want to do. It breaks it down super nice. And yeah, it's a beautiful day out here. But let's blast off and get out of here, back on the road. I'm on a 4-day just whirlwind trip through Minnesota of app content, YouTube content, 3 different lakes in Minnesota. and filming YouTube along the way. So it's been a tiring, exhausting 4 or 5 days now. So appreciate you guys watching this. Stay tuned for more content. We'll see you next time.